Let's jump right into this. Today, we're unpacking a truly profound explainer based on the text, The Wealth of a Grateful Heart. We live in a world that's constantly shouting at us to get more, right? More money, more success, more, well, just more stuff. But this is going to completely flip the script on what it actually means to be wealthy. We're talking about a massive mindset shift here, moving from just chasing financial riches to discovering a much deeper, holistic kind of wealth. So if you've been feeling, I don't know, exhausted by the daily grind or just kind of empty despite your wins, you are absolutely in the right place. So I want you to sit with this question for just a second. Have you ever actually stopped to look at your life with gratitude? And I mean really stopped. Not just a fleeting thought while you're grabbing coffee and running out the door, but a deliberate, intentional pause. Because it is so easy to let days or even years just totally blur together while we're obsessing over our to-do lists. But today, we're going to see why hitting that pause button is basically the ultimate life hack. Section 1. The Trap of Wanting More. The endless cycle of thinking about what we don't have. It's super easy to get tangled up in those normal dreams, isn't it? The bigger house, the flashy car, the huge bank balance. And look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having ambition, but psychologically, we get stuck on this treadmill. We're always looking ahead, which makes us completely blind to our basic blessings. Things like having food on the table, a solid roof over your head, or just clean water to drink. We get so laser-focused on what's missing that we totally ignore the incredible things we already hold in our hand. Section 2. Counting your true blessings. Acknowledging the riches we often overlook. Let's zoom out and look at the global reality for a second. Millions of people go to bed hungry every single night. Countless people are sleeping on the streets, totally exposed to the elements. For so many, every day is just a desperate struggle to survive. Now, if you have those basic necessities we just talked about, and especially if you're surrounded by people who love you, you are already way wealthier than you probably realize. Gratitude hits so much harder when we remember how many people out there lack the basic comforts we barely even notice anymore. But what does gratitude actually mean? Well, let's be clear, it definitely does not mean your life is perfect. It's not some toxic positivity where you just smile and pretend everything is awesome when it's really not. Actually, it's about making a conscious choice to appreciate your blessings, even while you're grinding away for a better future. You can absolutely be ambitious and strive for more while still being profoundly thankful for where you are right now. Section 3. The Thief of Happiness. The Dangers of Comparing Ourselves to Others. Comparison steals happiness. I really want that to sink in. We all do it, right? We're scrolling through our feeds, looking at colleagues or neighbors, comparing our daily lives to people who seem to have more money or a perfectly curated lifestyle. But the absolute second you start measuring your messy, behind-the-scenes reality against someone else's highlight reel, well, your happiness is just gone, robbed blind. If comparison is the thief, then shifting your focus is basically your security system. Instead of hyperfixating on what others have, the source text pushes us to entirely reframe things. Think about your health. There are people out there who would give literally everything they own just to feel healthy for one day. Think about your family. Someone, somewhere, would do anything for just one more day with the people they've lost. And your opportunities? Even if things are really rough right now, waking up means you have another chance to grow and turn things around. Section 4. Redefining what real wealth is. Why money isn't everything. Okay, this is the core paradigm shift of this whole explainer. Yes, obviously money is necessary, but chasing it blindly? That just leaves you feeling permanently empty. Real wealth is having peace of mind. Real wealth is good health. It's a loving family. Real wealth is simply waking up every morning with a sense of hope. If you've got those 4 things in your life, you've pretty much hit the jackpot. Let's talk about the difference between comparing up and comparing down. When you compare up, always looking at the next rung on the ladder, you're never going to be satisfied. Why? Because there is literally always going to be someone who has more than you do. It's a never-ending, exhausting game. But when you compare it down, you instantly remember that there are millions of people who have significantly less than you. The big takeaway here? Do not let your happiness hinge on things you don't possess. Let it grow from the blessings you already have. Section 5. The Daily Habit of Gratitude. Transforming your mindset one day at a time. So, how do we actually put this into practice? It boils down to a super simple 2-step process. Step 1, when you wake up, just pause before you immediately dive into your day. Step 2, ask yourself one question. What am I thankful for today? It doesn't have to be some grand epiphany. Maybe it's your kids, your health, your job, Or honestly, maybe it's just the fact that the sun came up and you get a fresh start. And the crazy thing is, when you actually lock in this tiny daily habit, your whole mindset starts to shift. You'll find yourself complaining less, you'll smile a lot more, you'll feel this baseline of peace. And best of all, you actually start enjoying your life right now, instead of feeling like you're constantly running on a hamster wheel chasing the next shiny object. You basically step right out of the rat race. Because happiness isn't about getting your hands on everything you don't have. It's entirely about appreciating everything you already do have. It's an inside job. It's an internal state, not just piling up external stuff. We can hardwire this into our brains by actively celebrating the present. Try to catch yourself before you complain about what's missing. Instead, be deeply thankful for every single meal. Be thankful for every breath. Be thankful for every new opportunity that comes your way. Because life really is a gift. Keep working hard for those big dreams. Absolutely. Go for it. But don't ever forget to look around and say thank you for the incredible things you already have today. There's a quote directly from the text that perfectly wraps up everything we've been talking about. It says, "The happiest people are not the richest people. They are the people who wake up every day with grateful hearts." Honestly, a grateful heart is a true superpower. It is hands down one of the greatest treasures you could ever own. I want to leave you with one final, really provocative thought. Take care of what you have, fiercely love the people around you, and take a moment today to truly appreciate your life, because someone, somewhere, is praying for the life you are already living. Let that sink in and see how it changes your perspective today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me to explore this explainer. I really hope it sparks some new ideas for you. Until next time, stay curious and stay grateful.